Good evening, all. Thank you for coming. I'm very excited. Tonight we have with us two artist performers whose work you saw earlier this evening, Justin Howe and Mark McLuhan, who have graciously agreed to sit here, have a conversation about their work. Nothing too formal. Fortunately, we won't be able to open it up to the audience, but hopefully this conversation will be casual, informative, warm. So, Justin, Mark, thank you for coming tonight. It's great to have you here. I thought we'd start with a little history. The two of you are no stranger to our stages, our gallery. No stranger to each other, of course. You've had a long history together as solo performers, collaborators, co-presenters. You started working together in school, in college, in university. As undergrads, but not in the same discipline. You sort of came at it from different angles, but ended up here today together. Talk about how you met, how this partnership began.
This reaching through and touching, there's already this philosophical difficulty of sort of the screen of our senses and where does the real us begin and where is it sort of a construct of our senses interacting with our mind. And I think it's really important for Mark and I to help people understand that actually that sensorial screen is not really a screen at all. It's how we interact with the world. It's who we really are. And so part of this project is to teach people that these new sensorial screens, the television screen, the computer screen, the video camera, are new types of senses. And we just have to integrate them into our body, and then we.
Collaborator has something to say.
I mean, and you get nature, and it is in its most elemental state, right? It's this thing. And so I think, when you're talking about the canvas of the body, first of all, we need to point out that the metaphorics of that are a little constricting.
Well, I suppose I said the canvas is the location, and then the body is more the paint or the pixels or the clay. Talk about how you met. How this partnership began.
We did some mirroring exercises where we spent long periods of time, hours really, sort of staring into each other's eyes and just making our movements exactly equal in them. That was some, I'm not afraid to say that was some really powerful stuff.
I've written briefly about this for an essay in Art Forum, but my first artistic muse was the character of Michelle on Full House, and I was fascinated even as a child by the double and the not double, and I think this piece is kind of, for me, a culmination of almost a lifelong exploration into that very, very human impulse to isolate our double, turn it around, and confront it head on. And I have dreams where I'm always running after my double, and sometimes it's Mary Kate and or Ashley. Other times it's me. Other times it's Justin. And I think that's
the new one, Elizabeth Olsen.
So to get back to the question, for me, this piece and the way that it engages the concept of double, both physically and visually, is really important.
It struck me what you said, Justin, about reaching through and touching and reaching for something on the other side of that screen. It's, it's so easy to do it in our day to day, but I'm just thinking of how we're so much of the information we receive is through screens, through your computer, your tab, your phone, your everything, and